Hello everyone, Grant from the Alinea group here in Chicago, and tonight we're going to do an unbagging of the current roaster shrimp curry dish. Basically it's a Penang curry, so you have red chili paste, peanuts, galangal, macroot lime leaf, lemongrass, coriander, cumin, all kinds of spices in there, super aromatic. Coconut milk smooths the whole thing out, so rich but sharp. So it's got some cleansing quality from the chilies there. So the first thing we do when we get home is get out the instructions. And I feel like as cooks in the kitchen, we do this nonstop. And it's really easy at home to take for granted, especially when you're receiving a bag like this and all you have to do is reheat. We really want you to run through it quickly and get yourself organized. Also, some of the food in here, for instance, the dessert, you're going to want to put in the refrigerator until you're ready to eat it. So it's important to get everything out of that bag. Review your process before we get started so you can organize. So we've read through the instructions. Take everything out of the bag here. So, as I said before, we have the dessert. We're going to pop that in the fridge. Now, I would take all the lids off the containers. And we know from reading the instructions which pots and pans or microwave that we're going to use to reheat the meal. Okay, so in this container we have the shrimp that have been marinated in orange juice, some chilies, salt, a little bit of fish sauce before they're cooked at the restaurant. We have some broccoli, very thinly sliced carrot, celery, some pickled red onion, bamboo shoots, green bell pepper. And then over here we have jasmine rice with a little bit of black and white sesame seed. This is what I would call, it's basically your garnish kit. So you have herbs, which are mint, cilantro, a little bit of Thai basil, a lime wedge here to add some acidity to the dish if you, to your taste. Roasted peanuts, pickled shallot, red Fresno chili, some scallion, and mango. And then over here you have a side dish of compressed cucumbers. So they're sitting in a vinaigrette right now. Basically a light pickle made from rice wine vinegar, some mirin, a little bit of sesame oil, and salt. And then in this little container, within that container, just some chili peppers, sesame seed, if you like your cucumbers really spicy. And then the last deli here is the actual Penang curry. So like I said, we sweat down all of the aromatic vegetables, onions, the lemongrass, some garlic, of course. And then we add the red curry paste, which consists of, again, red chilies, garlic, ground up peanuts, and a bunch of spices like coriander, cardamom, and cumin. So we get that in the hot pan with a lot of oil, and we're kind of sweating and sauteing that down, getting a lot of nice color. Then we add our coconut milk and we simmer that down to the desired consistency, strain it all really well and check the seasoning, and that's what you have here. So really, this one is very, very simple to reheat. It could go microwave or stovetop, or a combination of both, which is what I'm going to do. So the first step, the instructions say, in a medium pan over medium heat, add the curry. Not too hot, we don't want to scorch or burn the bottom. And we'll just let this go for a bit until it starts to simmer. And then off to this side, I'm gonna get the cucumber side dish ready while this warms up, and then pop that in the refrigerator, because I like my cucumbers really crunchy and cold, especially refreshing with the spiciness of the curry, which I would put probably at about a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10, 6, 7. So we're gonna pretend like I like really spicy food. I'm just gonna go for it. Pour all those chilies in there as per the instructions. Put the lid back on and give it a little shake. Mixing those chilies with the vinaigrette. And you can see they're all coated in there now. And as I said, I'm gonna pop those back in the refrigerator. Let them get really crunchy and cold. Keeping an eye on this curry, making sure we're not burning. We're about halfway there. I'm gonna microwave the rice in this container. So I'm gonna snap the lid on all the way, but then I'm gonna release one edge of it, just so that in the microwave, when the rice starts to steam, it can escape and doesn't build up a lot of pressure within the container. The garnish kit will wait until the very end. Okay, we're up to a simmer here. And I'm gonna add the vegetables first. And the reason I do that, the shrimp are already pre-cooked. And so we don't want to overcook them. We just want to apply enough heat at this stage to get them hot enough to your liking. So we're gonna put the vegetables in first. All right, so the shrimp have been in there about 30 seconds warming up. And now we'll do the final plate up here. Got the rice out of the microwave. Nice and hot. Now obviously at home you could literally just pour the curry probably right into this container or a bowl that you have at home and pour the garnishes over top and eat it, and that would be obviously perfectly fine. I'm gonna do it how I would do it at home, which, because I basically can't help myself, I try to just sort of make everything look a little restaurant-like. So put our rice down here. I'm going to move the curry over and add the vegetables around. And I'm going to go with the shrimp right on top. So at the restaurant, like I said, we kind of do a quick brine on the shrimp with orange juice, salt, sugar, fish sauce, a little bit of chili, and then we char that really fast and hard on the plancha. Get a little bit of color on there. Again, it's necessary? No, definitely not. Fun to try your hand at something like you would find in a restaurant like Roaster? I think so, sure. Now, I know you're probably thinking, wow, chef got it all over the edge of the plate. Absolutely normal. Don't think we don't do that in a restaurant. We do. And now we have our garnish jelly. So I think it's just going to be like an organic, we would call this an organic throw at the restaurant. So no tweezers, just sort of kind of letting the herbs and garnishes fall. pickled mango here. Again, a nice burst of sweetness. There's a little lime in the compression there, so a little bit of acid, the crunchy peanuts. Mint, Thai basil, cilantro. Some scallion in there. And I hope you're hungry, because that is a big bowl of curry. Okay, so now we have the curry here. We'll get the cucumber salad, and that will be it for the main, and then we'll come back to the dessert. Again, perfectly fine. Most people will probably eat these right out of the deli container that we give it to you in. I reserved a couple of herbs from the garnish kit here just to make it look a little fancier. I like the mango that I mentioned. These are a nice, refreshing counterpoint to the rich coconut milk and the curry and the spice level. So yeah, I would eat these two together. And then I'm going to show you once again kind of a plate up for the dessert, even though it also could be eaten out of the deli container that we provided to you in. But it's kind of fun. It'll be fun for me because I've never done it yet, so I'm just going to get it out and see what happens. So we have that, carrots, pineapple cake with compressed pineapple and a coconut custard on the bottom. So first thing I'm going to do is pull out the mint. And the pineapple. So the pineapple we cut into these small dice and compress it. And by compressing, I mean we put it in a vacuum sealer with some flavorful liquid. In this case, we added a little bit of lime juice, some sugar, a little bit of salt, cardamom, a little bit of water, and then when we vacuum seal it, basically all of that pressure gets sucked up inside the pineapple. Coconut custard with some flaked coconut on top. So the coconut custard is made out of coconut milk, sugar, a little bit of salt, and set with iota carrageenan. All right, so there we have it, out of a deli, onto the plate, probably onto your coffee table while you watch TV and finish up your, oh no, there, all better, your Thai-inspired meal from Royster. Currently on the to-go menu. You pick it up right outside the restaurant in Fulton Market in the West Loop. We put it in your car without a touch. And you go home and enjoy a nice, spicy, rich Thai meal during the lockdown. I hope everyone's safe, be well, and eat well. Thank you.